You absolutely had to be there. For Correctional Worker Corps 2403, we have Correctional Officer Casey Coyle.
Good morning. Thank you, everybody. I tried to work this joke in, but I couldn't find a place in my script to put it, so I'd like to dedicate this speech to Officer T, who stood ahead of the rest. Literally.
Let's go forward.
Family, friends, and staff, thank you for making the trek to Monroe to celebrate this moment as my classmates and I graduate from the Correctional Workers Academy and take this first step on our correctional career. My name is Officer Casey Coyle, and I am honored to speak on behalf of my classmates. This academy represents 3 separate facilities. Half of us will remain rooted here at MCC, ready to contribute to this institution's legacy. The other half embarks on a different journey, ready to take on unique missions at the Washington Corrections Center for Women in Gig Harbor, formerly known as WCCW, and the Wenatchee Valley Reentry Center east of the Cascades. To our WCCW Wenatchee colleagues, a special thank you from your Monroe classmates. You braved traffic-laden commutes that stretched for miles, navigated snowy roads, and endured 5-day stints away from home. The Tacoma Narrows bridge toll may have broken your wallet, but it did not break your resolve. Your unwavering determination is an inspiration to us all. For many of us, corrections represents a career shift. These past 6 weeks have been a whirlwind of challenges and victories as we learned our role as public servants. I'm proud of how diverse of a group we are, from all cultures, former industries, and with different personalities. With that, 3 officers arrived with prior corrections experience, and their professionalism and mentorship were invaluable. Officers McNeely, Rosales, and Ward, your guidance made all the difference. For our staff, countless instructors have shaped our journey, but 4 names stand out as pillars of our training. Tina, Ube, Lopez, and Rubalcaba. You're the finest training team the Evergreen State has to offer, and we owe you an immeasurable debt of gratitude. My fellow graduates, this academy wasn't just about lectures and tests. We relied on each other and built a web of trust. Whether it was during cell searches, scenarios, or simple desk work, we grew to trust each other. Trust is by far one of the most important skills we need as the training wheels slowly come off. Looking back, the experience that highlights the feeling of trust the most to help me always remember that we've all been through this together was on OC Exposure Day. While none of us could truly be prepared for the pain that was to follow, the shared pain of a heat from 1,000 suns, I think, is truly the definition of a group bonding experience. A core part of our work is understanding and upholding our agency's vision, improving public safety by positively changing lives. As you all know, I love a bit of history, and I think the best way to internalize how to keep this vision in mind, even when things may not seem to change, or when change does come but all too fast, is to look at the past and see how far we've come. Before DOC, before MCC, Monroe was a quiet stop on the railroad. That all changed when the state of Washington had a radical idea. Could we do more with criminals than keep them in a cell or just use them for heavy labor? The answer to that was yes, and in 1910, the Washington State Reformatory opened. Perched on the hill, WSR stands as the physical monument of what the modern DOC values and goals are built upon. Unlike penitentiaries that were built for punishment, this was a new chapter, where men could turn from the wrong path and be equipped with the skills for a successful future. As best said in the newspaper on opening day 113 years ago, the plans and purpose of the reformatory as set forth by today's speakers denote its recognition as an institution for which the state of Washington will forever be proud of, and it is hoped that its inmates will receive everlasting good. Think about how the officers that have come long before us have pushed our role forward. What started with a radical idea for a reformatory has become second nature to us. We know here to be an important part of the rehabilitation process. The idea that something that was such a radical idea can become the basis of why we're here is living, breathing proof for the importance to reflect on what we've learned thus far. But at the same time, stay ready to learn, adapt, and embrace the future. Remember why we wear the badge. It's a symbol of authority, yes, but more importantly, it's a symbol of hope. We exist to be role models to the individuals in our custody, and every interaction we have with incarcerated individuals may become the positive moment they need to succeed on that day, or during their entire rehabilitation. With my district lesson over, we come to a bittersweet moment. I'll miss my WCCW and Wenatchee brothers and sisters, but the bonds we built will endure. We'll reminisce about these early days and share our future milestones when we meet again. For my fellow Monroe officers, we'll still be close, but scattered across shifts and units. But I know wherever we are on the hill, we'll have each other's support. Graduation isn't the finish line, it's the starting block. Our path will be fraught with challenges, but remember the bonds forged here. We leave not as solitary centuries, but as a united force, each of us forming a link in the chain of public safety. Fellow graduates, we are the next generation of Washington State Correctional Officers. Be proud to call yourself Washington's boldest employees, ready to serve in the greatest state in the Union and protect our civilians. We stand united, committed to honor, fairness, and offering hope to those who need it most. With ironclad integrity and unwavering resolve, we shall go forth from this room, ready to write the next chapter in rehabilitation, one interaction, one life at a time. Thank you.